And we are live with the Chess.com Steam Battle with a second edition this year, gathering 8 teams with some of the greatest content creators in chess. We have today reached the semi-final phase. Today, team Check the India faces Oh Yes, My Queen. I myself, Grandmaster Arthur Nations, I will be your host for the event. So we're going to start with team Check the India. So after the quarterfinal match, you said that you will very, very seriously prepare for the semi-final. Can you secrets?
Yes, a lot of time went in setting this up to ensure that there is live commentary for WR Chess, and also I'm here. So, yes, we prepared thoroughly.
No. What about Tanya?
Yeah, I have to admit we did not live up to those words very well so far, but I think we had a lot of fun yesterday, and I think we loved the format. We really enjoyed ourselves, and yeah, we'll see what happens.
All right, you got it. So maybe now the question to the team. Oh yes, my queen. You know, I really was very closely following yesterday's quarterfinal match when you beat the team. How does it spell? Swallows, you know? Really, I had to Google what it means. It means like extremely muscular team. And there was this remark by Levy yesterday. He said that clearly the winner of this matchup yesterday against team Czech India is the strongest team in the event, that they're going to win the entire thing. And tomorrow against the team, oh yes, my queen, definitely the winning team is going to beat 2-0. And I saw Eric in the chat, and there was a reaction. But can you, Eric, or maybe Nemo, you can provide me with an official reaction?
Yeah, I mean, my reaction in chat was just the LOL emote, but I don't know if there's any more to react to that. I think it's probably going to be a bit closer than 2-0 today, but we'll see.
Nemo?
I'm honestly cool with anything that happens. Really, I'm just having fun, enjoying this place.
All right, let's do this. Then let's check what we are in for today and go and see the bracket of the tournament, because this is the semi-final moment here for us. We already know the finalists, which is the team Ratatatatatatat, the duo from Spain. I hope I pronounced them correctly. As you can see, we had a lot of content creators in the quarterfinals. The
I think Spanish duo beat one ta.
Which one?
At the end.
Which one did them? Which one?
The Rata I think is just slightly longer, but okay.
I have no idea, to be honest, Tanya, how long it is, but I'm pretty sure I got it correctly, because Ratata, it sounds way too official. So either way, they're in the final, and they're going to face the winners of today's matchup. So your expectations?
Should I start?
I
want to say that. Sorry.
Yeah, whichever team wants to pick up, but
yeah,
sure.
I want to say that I have been beaten by both Eric and Nemo before. By Eric in a match, by Nemo over the board. So I'm banking on Tanya to provide me with the support, here.
I feel like before the start of every match, Sagar has this speech which just, is just like, oh, I don't know what's going to happen. Sagar, come on, we need a bit more trash talk from you right now.
Okay, trash talk. When you see Eric, you cannot trash talk. Yeah, he's the sweetest guy out there. And when you look at Nemo, I mean, I'm following her content. I met her in Canada. Like, she's a great friend. So
you're saying that Levy and James are easier to trash talk to?
Really?
Trash talk, by trash talking. But these guys are not saying anything. They are like, Eric is saying 2-0, but it will be much closer than that. He's not even saying, oh, we'll beat you 2-0, something like this. So then there's no way that you can trash talk.
I feel like Sagar is just so nice. Like, he knows everybody in the chess community, and he is just genuinely like one of the nicest people. And it's just impossible. There's no trash talking here for me.
Oh, and Nemo, by the way, Nemo put Vishy Anand under pressure. If you see her channel, Like how can we even compete against that? If you look at that video, I saw it closely. It was like from opening till almost end game, she was putting Anand under pressure with I think you were white. So
Oh my
it's
gosh. So
yeah.
funnily enough, I never like texted Vishy because I didn't want to bother him, but he said that the end game, sorry, this is like a long tangent, but he said the end game is losing for me, but I actually checked it with a table base and it's a draw. So next
Yeah.
time I see Vishy, I got to tell him that.
Eric, I feel you want to say something, but you don't want to say it.
Oh, I'm just enjoying the wholesome conversation right now. I'm happy that there's no trash talk, and I think everyone here respects each other. So, yeah, what more to
I
say?
don't know. I feel like you're saying all of that from the outside, but on the inside, you're LOLing right now.
I'm just hoping my fire alarm doesn't go off like last time. Because
Yeah, speaking about the
yeah.
fire alarm, what was it? What was it? I hope everything is good, because the last time you were like, there was this very loud alarm and you disappeared somewhere. I hope everything was good.
Yeah, they figured out what it was. It was because we cooked our last opponent so hard that
Oh,
came off.
right. I thought it was. Yeah.
There's always an
Definitely.
explanation for everything.
So probably we can expect more alarms going on today, right?
Maybe we'll see.
All right, I think you're ready, and it's time for us to go to the very first game, and let's see what we are about to expect. But
I can't hear
Yeah, artist
anything.
sound just went away.
Yeah. Maybe they've disconnected us. I don't know.
No, I think oh yeah, Tanya, we might be in our own room now.
That's what I'm saying. I'm not sure, but is
Yes,
anyone
yes,
around?
I think so.
Okay. So
तान्या थोड़ा
सागर
जोर
भाई
से बात करिए क्या?
नहीं आवाज नहीं आ रहा क्या?
नहीं, आवाज तो आ रहा है पर थोड़ा धीरे आ रहा है, मतलब
अभी
मेरे को तो थोड़ा
अभी
हाँ अभी सही है,
इज दैट
सही है।
बेटर? ओके कूल.
या
हाँ बोलना
मेरे
गेम
को
के
मेरा
बीच
अच्छे
में
से
if
आ
you
रहा है
can't
ना?
hear me. हाँ मेरे को तो आ रहा है.
बढ़िया सर।
वॉल्यूम बढ़ा दो ना
सर
लैपटॉप का.
नहीं, वो फुल है और ये एयरपॉड्स
ओके.
लगा है ना, तो अभी
इज
मेरे
इट
को कुछ
फाइन
रिस्क
राइट
नहीं
नाउ?
लेना है। हाँ अभी
Is it
सही है।
fine right now? Okay, cool. Yeah, I can't hear Arthur's and I
No, you
can
don't need
see
to,
the
Tanya. Now it's our time to discuss what to play.
yes.
Hmm.
So, how you feeling?
भाई, I am feeling really good. Oh, you are
है
beloved
ना?
chess commentator. भाई 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 भाई।
What beloved chess commentator?
देखना वो स्क्रीन पे तेरा डिस्क्रिप्शन।
हाँ क्या? Oh, that's so cute.
Yes, beloved chess
Beloved chess
commentator.
commentator.
ऐसा लग रहा है कि भाई तेरे को कुछ हो गया और अभी तू कभी कमेंट्री नहीं करेगी, तो beloved
ऐसा
कर
लग
दिया।
रहा है जैसे भाई मैं तो ऊपर ही चली गई हूँ. I'm a beloved chess commentator.
अपना व्हाइट है कि
अच्छा
ब्लैक
by
है
the
भाई, पता नहीं चलता क्या पहले
I
से?
think first game वो email पे लिखा था that will be white, है ना?
ओह
I think so.
अच्छा
So,
अच्छा।
okay, I'm not 100% sure, but I think I read that. So, if we are white first game, we start with d4, right?
यस
And if we are black, और अगर वो e4 खेलेंगे, तो हम e5 खेलेंगे,
हाँ
है ना?
हाँ हाँ।
तुम गायब क्यों हो गए हो?
एक सेकंड एक सेकंड एक सेकंड, तानिया आ रहा हूँ।
कहाँ चले गए?
आ रहा हूँ, एक सेकंड वॉशरूम में हूँ।
ओके.
हाँ अभी सुनाई दे रहा है?
हाँ ना.
हाँ
So,
सॉरी।
white e4 से हम e5 खेलेंगे.
हाँ
And yeah, we have to manage our time properly, as
हाँ
always.
हाँ। And we need to back ourselves. We don't need to double guess too much. We just need to be confident. And
But
अगर
yeah,
कुछ
that
गलत
said,
भी
we
होता
still
है,
have to like थोड़ा सा तो दिमाग use करना होगा in the sense to calculate. Like you have to be
sure
very
sure
alert, tactically very
sure sure
alert.
sure sure sure. But what
है
I'm
ना?
saying
ऐसे
is,
नहीं.
हाँ
Hi. Okay. Sagar, Sagar, you're following. Thank you.
Thank you. Yes, I'm
Sagar, are
following.
you following? Okay, cool.
Yes.
Yeah. So we'll try and play fast. Okay, it started. We're
Let's
white.
go.
I'm
Tania,
going D4.
D4 it is. Let's go.
D4 it is. So D5, let's go knight F3 to just avoid all E4, E5 stuff, okay?
Okay.
We can start because it doesn't really matter,
Yeah, yeah,
right?
yeah. Done.
And anyway, next move, we'll go C4.
Okay, done.
So they can go for this Queen's Gambit declined. So I'm going C4 now.
Okay.
Okay?
Yes.
What do you think? Yeah, knight C3. It's that
Knight
same opening
C3.
that Levy and James played, yeah? So far.
Chalega. Yeah.
Haan, chalega. Okay, semi-Slav.
Hmm. You had some prep here. Do you want to play that?
I mean, I don't have any specific prep for today here, but we can go
Whatever.
bishop G5 or we can, I mean, we can go bishop G5, but it gets quite tricky.
Sure.
But I think that's fine.
Yeah, let's go.
Bishop G5, yeah? So like it can go
Okay.
into Botvinnik and stuff.
Yes.
Khel do?
I'm fine. I'm fine.
Okay, let's do it.
We'll together figure out everything as we go.
Yeah, I mean, okay, so they've played
Ooh.
this line, and now I think we can take on D5, no, and go into our QGD because now C into D means knight C6 is not there.
Right. Okay.
Say na.
Yeah, yeah, great idea. I said great idea. CD
Okay.
and then E3,
ED.
right, Abhi?
E3, yeah, or Queen C2, two moves. I think E3 is fine, no?
Yeah, E3 maybe good.
Bishop D3
Okay. Bishop D3.
or Queen C2 also.
Both are good. Let's start with
Okay.
Bishop D3. It's okay.
Okay.
I think if they castle, do you want to play long castle, Tanya, or do you want to go short side?
Yeah, I'm thinking if they castle, we can go H3 first. So that
Okay.
H6, we can go Bishop F4.
Okay. And if knight H5 here, oh, they castled. Do you think
So
Queen
should we go
C2 is also an idea? Queen
Queen
C2?
C2? The problem is after H6, you have to come back Bishop H4, which is not ideal because Bishop F4, Knight H5, we lose the bishop.
Okay. So let's go H3. Wow. H3 is like Tanya's super, like,
Now Queen
little
C2,
more. Queen
right?
C2? Yeah, Queen C2.
So the point is that we are keeping it flexible right now.
Yes. Do you want to go long
Now it's
castle
up
or
to us.
short castle?
I think we should go long castle.
Let's go. Let's go.
Should we do it?
Yes, sir. Let's go.
Okay, but long castle, knight e4?
Uh, Generally, Tanya, this is good, right? Bishop E7, Queen E7, Bishop E4, DE4, Knight D2, and
Agreed.
then
I'm going
F5
long
we have
castle.
G4. Yeah,
Okay, let's go long castle.
yeah.
And if H6, we'll come back Bishop F4.
Okay.
So you're saying knight e4, Bishop e7, Queen e7, Bishop e4, d4, Knight d2.
Yeah, I was thinking like, because we already have H3. If they go F5, we have G4 maybe there.
I mean,
Maybe.
after knight e4, we can also go Bishop f4
Possible.
and keep
Possible.
more tension. Because knight
Yeah.
c3, we just take Queen c3, go King b1. Our favorite move.
Yeah. No, I think this position is something which you really like. I also really like that you like it. So it's great.
That's just putting all pressure on me in this
No,
moment.
no, no, not. I'm
I
taking all
want
the
you to like the
pressure.
position because you like the position.
I love it. I love it. I love the
Okay,
fact
great.
that
That's what I want to know.
I think mainly black will go B5, C, A5, B4, those attacks right here. That's the way
Yeah,
generally
so
black
then we
will
just
play.
go. So our idea is go King b1 one move and go g4
Yeah,
Bishop f4 and try and get g5 in
got it.
and try to put the knight on e5.
Yeah. Alice Lee. I remember Tanya versus Alice Lee. Gives me great
It's a
memory.
very it was slightly different from this one, but similar structure. In that, I landed up with my bishop on h4. So I had to
Right.
spend one move going bishop g3, not getting g4 stuff in time. So it was a bit different,
Yeah,
bit
here
similar
I think
idea.
you have. I think they can also play c5 move here, which could be like a possibility.
So in these, okay, knight e4, they've gone. So now we have to take a decision, Sagar. Bishop f4 or to go for this bishop e7.
Yeah, if you think about it, Tanya, like just this
Mhm.
variation which we were discussing, bishop e7, queen e7, bishop e4, de4, right? Knight d2. Now the e4 pawn is hanging, so you can either go bishop f5 or you can go
Okay.
f5, right?
Yeah.
Bishop f5, we have g4, and it feels like quite risky for them, like
Okay. And if
g4,
f5,
h4.
anyways, you want f5, what do you want? Anyways, you want to go g4,
f5,
yeah?
I was thinking, should we go like g4? Does it make sense? Or maybe we can also go like d5. I don't know if that moment,
Or
but
maybe one
we
move,
have
2v1.
knights.
So the option is between taking on e7, going for this structure, or just coming back bishop f4.
Yes.
I think let's
Which one do
take
you prefer?
because so
Because
if
if
we
we
go
go bishop
bishop, yeah,
f4,
yeah,
knight c3, queen c3.
knight c3, queen c3, no b5 is not possible. They'll have to play something like bishop e6, rook c8, and c5 will be their idea.
Yes.
Okay, let's take then.
Okay, let's try for this structure how it is.
So
Yeah.
takes. Okay, I'm taking on e7 and then taking on e4, knight d2, f5. We can go rook g1 and g4 if we want to.
Yeah. Or
And
directly
a bishop.
g4 can also be thought of. Yeah.
Okay, so let's go for it. Yeah, bishop e7.
Okay.
So bishop e4 I'm taking. And now knight d2.
Yeah.
Huh?
Yes. Do you think this position is nice, Tanya? I mean, in general, like I have seen this before
It's
some
a
point.
different structure. Oh, you have. Okay, great. Because I prefer to keep more tension, but I think like this is quite concrete. So now they have to defend this pawn. Bishop f5, g4, h4. We get some
I was
tempos
thinking
in.
bishop f5, Tanya. We have f3 maybe. It just loses a pawn.
Yeah. Okay. So maybe bishop
So
f5
so
doesn't
then
work
they
at
have
all.
f5 is maybe the only move. And to
But then after
f5,
f5, yeah. Now we have to decide: do we go g4 or not? Because
g4, or
g4,
there is all
fg4.
you know, Tanya, there are some times in such lines there is also the break d5 here.
Before king b1 or
Because
after king b1?
no, right now, let's say d5. If basically cd, we have knight d5 attacking the queen and
And
threatening
knight
knight
c7.
c7. But it may not be good, right? Because see, d5, cd, knight d5, queen
Hmm.
d6, knight c7, bishop
Hmm.
e6,
No,
knight
bishop e6
e8.
we can take on e4, right? We can also take knight e4.
No, f5 है ना अभी.
But queen is hanging on d6, right?
Oh, but no, there is how is it? Knight is on d2, right? Ah, you
Yeah,
mean
so
that way. Okay,
d5.
okay. So not queen d6, maybe something else. Where can the queen
Okay, but
f6
Sagar,
maybe?
one second. So bishop f5, d5. Sorry, after f5, d5 is one option we are looking at. We'll keep that
Yes.
in mind.
Hmm.
I just want to look at g4 as well, so that if it doesn't work, we can just discard it while they're thinking. So
Okay.
g4,
Okay.
f into g4,
Yeah.
and maybe it just
And now
doesn't
if
work
we
because
take
knight
knight e4, then bishop
is
f5,
okay.
right?
Bishop f5, exactly.
So g4, fg, hg.
Bishop g4 attacking the rook, rook g1, bishop f5, and then knight and queen is defending everything quite well.
Hmm. No, bishop f5, f3, Tanya.
So how do we feel about maybe they'll go
And that might be
okay,
very
so
good position for us, right? Because then we get fe4, we get like the pawns rolling in the center.
because the only thing the only concern I have with d5 is that if they don't take on d5.
Yes, if they don't take, then we have the idea of knight c4 with d6.
Okay, let's say d5, queen c5, knight b3 and d6 you want to go.
Yeah, or maybe if they don't do anything, we can take dc, bc, and then play positionally there, right? Like with
So
their
there we've
pawns.
opened up the B file. I'm not sure about that because if the B file opens up,
But we have knight c4, knight d6 ideas. Like d file is very strong.
hmm. So it's
There
between
are
G4 and
possibilities.
D5.
Yes, between g4, d5. I think both moves look good to me. G4 seems to be like in the spirit of the position. G4, let's just calculate f because fg, or they may
FG
also do
bishop.
g4, g6, Tanya. But it looks very weakening.
No, G6 or you mean GF5? You want to take bishop F5?
Yes, yes.
Maybe that's possible. Yeah, maybe G4, G6. Should we go for D5?
I
D5,
feel
bishop
like
D7? D5, bishop D7?
knight c4. Oh, one second, one
Takes.
second. Tanya, bishop d7,
Yeah.
d6,
I thought about that, but queen D6, knight E4, queen
knight
E6, knight
d4,
C5. Yeah,
knight
knight
d6,
D4,
knight
queen E6.
d6.
No, knight C5 is also there after queen E6, so that's fine.
Yeah.
So
d5
should
के
we
बाद
go
d6
D5
में
then?
threat. हाँ, let's try and let's see what happens.
Okay.
I like the move actually. It's an interesting
Yeah, it's very
idea, right?
interesting. Yeah. So D5, let's see what they can do. So bishop D7, D6, queen D6, knight D
Tanya, Tanya,
E4.
Tanya, Tanya. CD, knight d5, queen f7, knight c7, bishop e6.
Okay, knight into rook. You want to go
Which
rook
rook?
C8.
Yes,
Knight into any rook, you'll go rook C8, right?
yes.
Hmm. So takes
Maybe
knight
I have a
E5.
better idea, Tanya. We go CD, knight d5, queen f7, knight c4 now.
Okay, worst case scenario in that is after knight C7, we can always take knight E6 also, yeah?
But
But we
knight
don't
e6, rook
love that
c8,
position.
rook
Then
c8.
knight C5. Knight C5 and king B1 next.
Ah, okay. But knight. Ah, okay, okay. Yeah, it's not that great, right? I mean,
No. So takes on D5, knight D5, queen F7. What else
knight
do we
c4,
have there?
knight c4. Excellent move.
We are walking into a lot of pins, I feel. Okay, so
But no,
bishop
knight d6 is
E6,
a
we
big
want
threat,
knight
Tanya.
D6.
And if you play rook d8 there, then we can even play king b1 or something. Like we can have the
No,
time
rook
because there is
D8,
knight
king B1,
e5.
rook D5?
Oh,
What
wait,
are
wait,
you
sorry, sorry.
saying?
Rook d8.
One
Knight
second, let's take
e5
this. Queen into
maybe, queen
D5, knight,
e6,
then knight
and knight c7.
C7. I don't know what's going on.
Knight c7 should be interesting. Knight
Queen into
a2.
D5, knight
Sorry,
into this.
queen e5, knight
This has
a8,
gotten
bishop
concrete
e6.
very quickly.
Yes, yes. But that was the plan with bishop e4, right? Like we cannot expect like simple play after giving up every, like we are going for that.
No, I'm not complaining. Okay, so they've gone for this. Now we have two options. We can go D6 or we can jump in with our knight. So they want knight E5, knight D3. So it makes a lot of sense. Knight C4 would stop that. How
Hmm.
do we feel about knight C4? But knight C4, queen B4.
Queen
Okay,
b4,
what about D6?
d6, nice. Queen,
So queen D6, knight D4.
yeah, that looks nice for
And
us,
that
I feel.
feels fine. So D6, they'll move
Hmm.
the queen. They'll go queen E6 or queen F7. And then we move our knight. Because the point is they want to get knight E5, knight D3.
Yes.
So D6, queen E6,
Tanya,
knight B3. Good
Tanya,
idea, knight C5.
sorry.
D6, queen E6, knight B3.
No, queen f7 जाएंगे वो लोग. Queen f7.
So queen F7, I thought knight C4.
But queen takes c4.
Oh, sorry. No, queen F7. D7 is not good enough. So D6, queen F7. Can we go F4 there?
EF.
Knight F3.
Ah,
Rook E3, Knight
okay.
G5. I mean, it's quite messy. I don't
Interesting.
know who that.
Actually,
I feel like even
even here, yeah, I think D6 and F4 looks interesting, Tanya. Very interesting plan.
yeah.
Because then we are dominating the knight on G6.
Because if we allow Knight E5, Knight D3, I think they can start taking over the position.
Right. But
So should we go
D6, Queen
D6?
F7, D6, Queen
Yeah.
F7,
Yeah.
F4, Bishop E6,
King B1.
and Rook A D8.
Yeah, then we'll have to come back with the knight, yeah? And I don't know if our pawn is a bit of a weakness.
I was thinking, Tanya, can we do DC, Knight C4 because
I
of the
don't
very
know if we
concrete
can.
reason of getting into D6?
Yeah, but there's always this Knight E5, Knight D3, Knight
Yeah,
C4,
Knight
I don't
E5
know.
we will take it. We will take it. If Bishop A6, we have Knight D6, I think.
Oh, Knight E5 takes. That should be better for black, no? With the open B file, Bishop A6, Bishop D3 ideas.
Maybe. But I mean, we have a nice pawn, like nice knight, maybe. Do you want to take on C6? Do you want to go D6? Do you want to play Knight C4 also? Knight C4 may not be so silly, yeah? Here.
Knight C4, Queen B4. I don't know about what's the continuation after that.
So do you prefer D6, Tanya?
I do, but we need to like just make sure we're not losing that pawn. So D6, Queen F7.
Mm-hmm.
F4. F4, you're saying Bishop E6, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
Actually, Bishop
Can we
E6 has no threat,
can
yeah?
we go
Because
Knight
if Bishop
B3?
A2, there
Can we
is
go Knight
B3.
B3 as well? Maybe we just go Knight. No, so Bishop E6, you want to go Knight B3, Bishop
I was
C4.
thinking Bishop E6, G4.
Should Oh, that's interesting. Yeah, that gives us some counterplay. Should we go for D6?
Let's go. Very sharp, yeah? Let's go, Tanya.
Okay. Also, Queen F7, maybe G4 directly.
G4, Knight E5, I didn't like.
So GF5, Knight D3, King B1, Knight F2. Yeah, maybe. I mean, Knight E4, not clear.
Knight
But
D1.
yeah, it's too much because F5 is hanging as well. So Queen D6, Knight E4, we're okay with that.
Yeah.
Queen F7, we should decide what we want to play because we're falling a bit low on the time now. So
Yeah.
Queen F7, I think F4 is good because if you take EF3, Knight F3, Rook E3, there's also like Queen D2, D7 ideas.
Yes. I like it.
Should we
Let's
go
go F4,
F4?
I think. Yeah, F4 is a nice move in general.
I mean, EF3, Knight F3, then
No, I
Bishop.
like
Okay.
EF3, Knight F3. I have no issues. I just
Yeah, because
am
Rook
like
E3,
Bishop.
Queen.
I think Bishop E6 is the main worry, Tanya. Bishop E6 here, but we are not. He's not threatening Bishop A2 because we have B3, correct?
B3. So we can go G4. And if
G4,
FG4,
yeah,
we can take on E4. Can we?
yeah. Why
I
not?
think
I
we
mean, it
can.
could be. It could be
Because
maybe.
Bishop F5, there's D7, Knight D6 coming in.
No, Bishop F5, H G4.
No, directly you want to take, yeah?
Yeah. Bishop E4, Knight E4, Queen A2.
Yeah. No, but that should be
Sharp.
fine because,
That's sharp.
I mean, we can also go D7, I was thinking in that position first.
Bishop F5 के पास D7
Hanji.
and Rook D8.
Then we
Or
take on G4 at G4.
and
Then, no, then
this
pawn
move
into pawn, queen into
Bishop
pawn,
D7,
D7.
then you want Knight G5, correct?
Yeah, Knight D6, I thought. But
Oh, Knight
D7,
D6. Epic, man. Tanya,
epic.
तू कौन सा
One
tactics
second.
इधर से from where did you learn all these tactics, man?
Sagar, ruk ja. I don't think, I don't make a lag nahi raha it's working because Bishop E6, G4. I like G4. And what was the move here? FG4. Now, Knight D4, Bishop F5, D7, Rook D8. Then what?
They went Bishop E6, okay.
They did. maybe rook d8 we just go.
अभी G4 क्या था कैलकुलेशन? सॉरी, कैन यू
fg4
रिपीट?
fg4 fg4.
FG4, knight DE4.
Yeah. Firstly, gh3 also is not clear to me.
Knight G5.
Knight g5, queen d7.
That should be so good, right, Tanya? Like we can think of
Maybe just
somewhere
knight e6
E4.
and f5 is coming. Knight e6 and f5 is coming.
Yeah.
No, queen e3. Knight e6, queen e6 you have.
We will figure that out. I like that position actually.
Okay, so g4, fg4, knight e4, bishop f5. What are we playing?
HG at least, at the very least. Bishop E4, knight
e4,
E4,
knight e4, queen into pawn.
queen A2,
Very least, matlab we might end up just down a pawn, no?
D7,
d7, rook d8.
rook. No, queen A1 check. You want to not give
Or you can start with rook d8 also. Why not?
rook
Just keep the
D8,
check.
but then you have to be very
Okay, or
careful.
queen a, but queen a1, king d. Okay, either ways, like what's your idea? What's your point?
No, I don't know. D7, rook D8. It's a nice position. The rook is passive. The pawn is protected. We might have something. Knight C3 or some like knight
Knight
C5
c3,
maybe. Knight C5. Knight C5.
queen a1, queen b1.
Queen B1.
I don't know. Is that convincing or not?
But we don't have
Possible.
any other move, yeah. Here, King B1, Rook A D8. He'll just our knight on D2 has no real prospects.
What about knight b3?
Knight B3, B6. Okay, knight D4 है. Knight B3, Bishop B3 भी है वैसे. Bishop
What I
B3.
don't like is bishop c4 and bishop d3. Should we go
Also,
g4?
yes, let's go. It's only move. Let's go.
So
Nice.
f4, maybe
Tanya.
fg4. Sagar, can we take on hg? Because I'm calculating fg4, hg4, bishop g4. And
Yeah.
if we just like play that position, like let's say we go rook dg1. I'm just playing for
Yeah.
compensation here. What do you
Bishop
go after
F5.
rook dg1? Yeah, and then I go knight b3.
Yeah, looks great actually. Amazing. Amazing. And then knight D4, rook G5, rook H. मतलब पूरा pressure
Queen
ना?
h2 maybe. Yeah. It
Yeah,
looks
like
like
it.
it should be
Like it.
compensation, no?
Yeah.
So fg knight into e4. Because fg knight in okay, they've gone rook d8. Missed that one. So we can take on f5. If bishop f5,
Yeah.
we have knight b3.
Yeah.
And if queen f5, we take on e4.
Yeah.
So
Let's go.
gf5, they have to take bishop f5 and then
Yeah,
knight
knight
b3.
D3. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Good.
But
It's
rook
the only way.
e6, how are we defending this pawn?
Knight D4, Tanya.
Rook into d6.
Rook into knight
And
into
then we
F5.
take everything and take on e4, you're saying.
Yes.
Okay, gf I'm taking, yeah?
Yeah. Yeah. Here, bishop
So
takes.
bishop f5, we can't take on e4 because our knight is pinned. Knight b3 to jana padega, right?
Knight B3, or do you want to go knight F1, knight G3, Tanya?
Arey, knight b3, knight d4 is better, no? Knight f1 looks very artificial, no?
Yeah, true.
You want to put...
Let's go.
I understand your
Let's go
point,
knight
but...
B3. I like knight B3. The only point is when we attack knight D4, we will be giving up that pawn on D6.
Which anyway we will be once you put pressure on it twice.
No, knight
Okay, we have
F1,
to
knight
decide.
G3 if we go.
So knight f1 you want?
No, I'm just thinking. Is it good or what
Because
do you
knight
think?
f1, I don't know what's happening after knight f4, ef4, e3, queen e2 we have.
Yeah, let's go knight
Knight
B3.
f1.
Tanya, I trust this move better. Knight B3. It's much more towards the center and all.
Okay,
Rook
so if
E6
you go...
might be what they play, right? Rook E6.
Yeah, then we have d7
Wait,
also, which is interesting. Also, we have rook
D7.
e6.
Oh,
Yeah.
D7. Damn, what a move, man, Tanya.
Then
Amazing.
you go rook e7. I go knight
Yeah, knight
c5.
C5.
B6.
B6, knight B7, rook D7, knight
No, then
D6,
knight. Yeah.
queen E6,
Knight into F5. I
queen
feel we should have
F5.
enough activity there. Okay,
Yeah,
rook e6 if
maybe
we
at
start
the
with knight d4. Rook e6, knight d4, rook e d6, knight f5, rook d1, rook
yeah.
d1, rook d1, queen d1, queen f5, queen d8, knight f8. I don't like that because you've just won a pawn.
Hmm.
So rook e6, knight d4, rook d6, knight f5, rook d1, rook d1, rook
I think
d1.
rook
Maybe we have to take
king D1, but then
king d1, queen f5,
queen
queen e4,
E4,
queen h3,
queen H3, queen E6. Ah, sorry, queen E6. nahi.
queen e8. You mean knight f8?
Yeah.
Yeah, not sure. That's not good.
I think
So rook.
D7 is better, Tanya, to rook E6.
It's that pawn is getting super vulnerable. That's the only problem with it.
But his E4, their E4 pawn is also pretty weak, so it's a trade-off.
Okay,
Also,
what about rook
Tanya's
e6, knight c5? What about rook e6, knight c5?
rook E6, knight C5, rook D. Oh, rook D6,
Knight into e4.
rook D6, knight E4. Okay.
Rook d1, rook d1.
Hmm. Rook D1.
Rook d1, queen d1.
Okay. Bishop
But in that
H3,
line, no, bishop h3, I think we're happy. There's like knight g5,
knight
queen d8,
G5.
lot of counterplay there. But maybe you have queen a2 there.
Queen A2. Queen A2. But we'll take with C5 knight. No, you're taking with C5 knight or you're taking with
But bishop e4 हो
E3
जाएगा
knight?
ना? Bishop e4 हो जाएगा. Bishop e4, knight e4. उसके बाद.
Acha. Okay.
So rook e6, we need
But
to have a move plan.
we can also take bishop E4, queen E4.
No, oh, so we are
So
not
rook
taking
E6.
queen d1 or what?
I thought king D1 maybe. But
Then they can put pressure on this e4 knight now with queen e6 or queen e7. Feels like some sort of an eternal pin. Like let's say queen e6.
hmm. So you are saying rook E6, knight. Okay, 1 second. Let's look at rook E6 with a fresh eyes. Something there.
Yeah.
I like D7 because
Okay, they've
B6
gone
they played.
b6, so they've stopped that idea.
Oof,
Now one
I
idea is
don't
to
like
just
it.
try and double up on d file. Give up the h3 pawn and play for counterplay.
Like what? Rook D4
Also,
you mean?
Sagar, we can go knight d4 here.
Rook D6,
Rook into knight f5, rook d1,
rook D1.
rook
Yeah,
d1, queen
yeah,
f5.
yeah.
Nothing is there. Okay, not great line. So knight d4 is not working. What do you think about knight e2 here? Weird move. Don't love it. Just intuitively feels wrong. Acha, what
Yeah.
about rook d2, Sagar? Rook d2.
Rook D2 C5.
C5 is okay because we'll move. Our pawn is alive. We have to save this pawn. I feel knight b5 and all sab aane lagega fir. Rook d2, you'll put pressure on this pawn. Let's say you go queen e6. Then I was thinking queen d1.
Okay.
Okay, we need to decide quickly
Yeah,
because I feel we can't.
maybe we can think of that, or else if there's no threat as such, we can go H4, H5, but yeah, that doesn't make any sense.
H4 rook
Um,
e6. The threat is to win this
yeah.
pawn.
Okay, Rook D2. Let's
8-5
do it.
8-5 doesn't get us anything, right? And knight d4, rook into d6, I don't see a follow-up. Let's go rook d2.
Okay.
Hanji,
Yes,
you don't
let's
sound
do it.
convinced, but we don't have time.
No, that's fine. That's fine.
Because I really
Rook
feel
D.
if we can keep the D pawn alive and even lose the
Yeah.
H3 pawn, we'll have counterplay.
Okay.
And if they
Makes
go
sense.
C5, we at least always have knight B5 ideas, right? Knight D5, knight B5 at the right time.
Yeah.
So
I
they'll
think they
go,
will go
okay,
C5. They will go C5 here. The question is, do we want to play H4, H5 first? H4, H5,
I think
H6, and then
C5
Rook
we
D1?
just go, C5 we go knight B5.
Ah, directly. Okay.
Why not? Acha, what
Yeah,
if they
why
go
not?
knight H4? Idea knight F3.
Uh, then we have knight D4, kya?
Rook D6.
Knight F5, Rook
Also
D2.
knight D4, knight F3. How do we, okay, knight F3 maybe. Oh.
Yeah, this knight H4 is a nice move, yeah, Tanya. Let's think how to combat it. Because,
Maybe we
yeah, by
just
the
go
way,
Sagar.
knight F3 is not possible. Knight C6 might come there. So knight H.
Awesome. What? Oh, we missed this.
No, no, no. This looks.
Because
This doesn't look good. Yeah, Rook F2 is.
why?
No,
It
Rook F2 there
takes
is.
knight D3 now, right? That's their idea. And if we take on
Yeah,
F4, they want to go E3.
E3. Okay.
E3, Rook D3.
Queen
Oh, Rook
G6.
D6. No, no, that's too much. That's too much. Okay, this was a miss. But now we have to
By the way,
fight back.
Tanya,
Okay.
what if we play Rook
Yeah.
F1 here?
Knight D3,
Just King
King
B1.
D1, Rook D6, and Knight D4. And we try to play for this pin. I think we have to go
Yeah,
for it.
go for it. Go
Huh?
for it. Rook F1. Yeah,
Knight D3 they'll play, and we just go
yeah.
King
King
B1.
B1.
They'll take on D6. We can even think about taking on E4 maybe. Knight E4, Rook E4, Rook D3. Gets a bit crazy.
Yeah,
That might
King
not.
B.
King D1. So Rook into
I think
D6. Can
Queen
we go Knight
G6 is a
D4?
good move. Queen
Huh?
G6, Knight D4. Queen G6, Knight D4, right?
Yeah, and then C6 is hanging, D6 is hanging. Queen G6 also Rook G2 we have.
Mm. Rook D6 को क्या move कर रहे हैं? Knight E4 क्या?
I thought Knight D4. Knight E4, Rook E4. I'm not sure. What do you think about it? Like
Yeah,
it
Knight
looks very
D4 is
risky.
nice. Knight D4 looks nice.
Knight E4. But why not Knight E4?
Knight E4, Rook E4.
Knight E4, Rook E4. Yeah, Rook D3, and you just move your rook away, yeah? Because Bishop C2 will be a check, so that will not work. So you're saying Rook
Wow, that's
D6,
like
Knight
so
D4.
many pins there. I mean,
Correct.
something. Maybe
But
they go
Knight D4,
C5,
Sagar,
Tanya, just to stop Knight D4 because
then we can maybe go Knight
then
B5, no?
then we can go Knight B5 or Knight E4 still.
Knight E4, Rook E4,
Queen D3,
Rook E5.
C4. Sorry,
I thought
Rook
Rook
E5,
E5, but yeah,
E4.
C4 also.
Okay, so C5. Here we can go Knight E4, Knight E4. Rook E4 को Rook D3 खेलना है क्या, तानिया?
Rook E5.
Oh,
Okay, Queen
Queen
G6.
G6.
What about
Hey,
Rook
this is
G2
this is
now?
not good, right? Rook G2.
Rook G2, Queen H5.
But then we have, and right now, by the way, what about Knight D4, Tanya?
Knight D4, Bishop H3. Rook H1. So if you go Rook G2, you want Queen H5, and then you're putting pressure on H3. But we have Rook
Yeah.
G1. I feel like we'll be able to create some targets, no? And then Knight D5.
Hmm. Hey, Tanya, what about Knight D4, Bishop
Bishop
H3,
H3. Yeah.
Rook H1, and C6 is hanging,
Okay.
but
But
maybe
then Rook
BD7 is,
D6 is also hanging, right?
yeah. So maybe we
Okay,
go
Rook,
like Rook G2.
Rook G2, no?
Yeah.
So queen h5 they'll play Sagar, and then I think we have to
Queen
go rook
h5, rook
g1.
g1,
So
right?
let's go rook g1, yeah, because we have rook g5 and g7. Now they'll go
Yeah.
g6,
G6, rook g5, queen h3, knight
h3.
d4.
So why not start with, okay, they've gone bishop g6. So rook g5, they just want to take on h3. They're taking all our pawns.
96, 94, rook d6.
Knight d4, rook into pawn.
Yeah.
Okay, we don't have time. Maybe knight d4, rook into
Hey,
pawn, queen
Tanya,
f4.
what
We have
about
to create
knight
a mess.
knight e2, knight f4?
Then they'll just trade and go e3, na
Oh,
Sagar?
yeah, yeah. Yeah, no.
So, okay, we have to make
But
some
rook
moves
d6
now.
now we have to think.
Queen a4. I
Uh,
thought queen a4.
Queen a4. Okay.
Yeah, just to put pressure. I mean, if you
Yeah,
see
let's go.
something
Let's
better,
go.
tell me.
Okay.
So c6 and at least a7. Some threats are there because we can't allow him to push e3. This knight f4 is always very annoying.
And queen h3 now we have to think.
Queen h3 will take something. What will we take? Maybe knight c6? Or queen h3, we
Queen
start with
h.
rook g3. Just to stop,
Tanya,
then they'll go
Tanya,
queen h3.
Tanya, Tanya.
Yeah?
Queen h3, queen a7, queen e3, knight
Okay.
f5.
Ooh, nice.
You
Queen
know?
e3, knight f5. Yeah, that's a trick. That's definitely a trick. And I don't see,
Take
oh,
on
that's
a7.
actually a very nice trick. So queen h3, we can take on a7.
Yes.
So, okay, what if they defend this? So, what if they go like a5 or something?
Knight
We can just take
c6.
knight c6, right?
Yes. Knight c6,
Okay, and if
b5.
knight c6, b5, queen b3 check, bishop f7, rook g7. So, we have queen b3 check.
Yeah, nice, nice, nice. Queen b3, nice.
Okay, our time, Sagar, that's the big stress right now.
Yeah, yeah. Just I think you can make moves, Tanya, without confirming, right? If you feel something, I'm
So,
fine
one
with it.
second. So,
Just
a5, I'm taking on c6. Okay.
yes.
If queen h3, I'm taking on a7.
Take
Okay,
on
I'm
a7.
taking
Take on
a7.
a7. Yeah, yeah.
If queen e3, knight f5, I don't see how they're defending that.
No, that's lost for them, I think. So
Unless
they
we're
shouldn't
missing
take on
something, but I
e3.
don't see
They
it.
should take maybe rook d4, ed4, e3 is a tricky thing.
Then we just move our
We-
king. We move, but where? Because there's knight b4. Yeah, we go king a1, knight b4, a3.
Also, Tanya, we can think of rook takes
Okay,
g6.
what about rook d7? What about rook d7 now?
b6 मार देंगे.
b6 mara, e6 mara, queen c6.
E-
Queen
e3,
d4 is
हाँ.
hanging. So queen
No, no,
b6, queen e3 will give a check on b3 and then take on c6.
Yeah. Also check c5.
Wait, knight f5 is not possible right now. Can we go rook g? Rook g3
What
खेलना है?
happens to rook g3?
Yeah, queen h2, rook g2, right? Or even knight c2.
No, knight f5. Queen h. Oh, there is mate. हाँ.
No,
Rook
b2 is
g2.
mate.
Rook g2.
So rook g3 खेल देती हूँ, but queen d7, they want to maybe trade Sagar. And we should I come back knight c2?
Or knight b5, Tanya. Knight b5.
Rook d7, queen b6.
Yeah, b6 मारते हैं. Let's
ठीक है,
play
knight
knight
b5
b5.
खेलो?
No, some mess. Yeah.
Is it a mess?
Yes, yes.
Because rook g3, queen d7, I think trading would work for them because they're up like 2
Yeah,
pawns
yeah.
on
Two
this side, right? So we have
pawns
to go
up. Yeah.
crazy a little
We
bit.
need to keep the queens. We need to keep the queens.
Okay, so they will move the rook to f6. Then what? E3 is hanging right now.
Knight
So
d5,
queen
Tanya.
e3, knight d5.
Knight d5.
Yeah, let's go for it. Let's go for
Yeah.
it.
Go, go,
Rook
go, go, go.
f1. Oh
Go, go,
shoot,
go.
rook
Rook f1, rook
f1.
f1. Knight,
Queen
rook f1,
g2.
rook f1.
Queen
Queen
g2.
g2.
No, no, rook f1, we have to. Oh. Okay, I have to take.
No,
I
no,
have to
wait.
take.
King
Oh,
c2.
king
King
c2.
c2.
Only maybe we have to go king c2, yeah? Then knight
Yeah,
e1.
king c2.
Because no, rook g1, queen h2, na? Hmm?
Yeah. Rook G1. Oh,
Queen h2. Yeah, this
King
is gone.
C3, Queen B2 is hanging.
Yeah. Okay. No, this is over. Hmm?
B2. एक सेकंड ना. King B3 and Queen B2. King A4. Queen A2. Yeah.
I don't
खेलते हैं ना
see it.
King B3. King B3 खेलते हैं. Let's see what happens.
But they
Because
can
we have
even
knight
just take
E7
on
check
g1,
somewhere.
na? But they can
King
queen
A4.
b
Queen B4.
maybe
Queen
हो
A4.
जाएगा. Queen
Queen
a2,
A2, Knight A3,
knight
Queen
b2.
D5.
हाँ, सब कुछ ही hanging है. ठीक है, resign करते हैं
Knight
because
A3.
d5 is hanging. d5 is hanging, no?
हाँ,
At
ठीक है,
least.
done. Done. We
Hmm.
can resign.
How? Yeah. ठीक है, उनको एक move तो चलने दो, फिर resign कर देंगे.
Yeah.
Yeah, I need to
Wow.
check what happened in this one.
They played very well. Huh?
Yeah,
You
I
played
did
amazing,
very.
Tania. Don't worry. So,
Are you
by the way,
checking? How do you check on
yeah, I'm
this?
checking. Bishop E7, Queen E7.
So the team, oh yes, my queen, with a spectacular defensive game, calculating variations very in a very nice
I'm sure
fashion. So
that
team check the
Yeah,
India
I can't hear
was
him either.
this time unsuccessful with the white color. This means, oh yes, my queen is leading the match 1-0. Congratulations to oh yes, my queen.
Thank you. Yeah, it was a fun game. It was very dynamic after what seemed like a solid opening, but maybe similar vibes to their game yesterday, where they castle queenside and a queen's gambit declined, and then things get super sharp.
Right. I mean, I was very impressed because I thought that you basically picked up all the best moves. Maybe there was one or two inaccuracies along the way, but overall, nice variations. So, what happened after this knight x4? Because I noticed, I think it was you, Eric, who noticed this earlier. This idea, maybe it was Nemo. Maybe it was Nemo actually. This knight f4 e3, and then at the critical moment, it worked.
That was Eric, but yeah, it was. We saw that move before Rook D2 even played, and we were like, we're going to play B6, and then we'll see what White does. So yeah, it was a great spot by Eric.
Try to find it. It was about here. Yeah, after knight b3, b6, rook d2. Unfortunately, for team Czech, the India was a bit blunder. Maybe the question to Sagar and Tania: what happened here? Did you miss knight f4? Probably you missed knight f4, but maybe the alternatives were not looking really that great.
Yeah, it was tough to come up with a move, and I thought rook d2. If they don't have knight f4, we end up supporting the d6 pawn. So completely missed out on the tactic of knight takes pawn there. Otherwise, we obviously would have tried to find something else. But I think the main aim, and I pushed for rook d2 because I wanted to really defend that d6 pawn. But after knight f4, it just collapses completely, I think.
Right. Would you like to go through the game very quickly and try to pinpoint some of the key moments?
Yeah, super down.
That's fine with me. Yeah, we did a little bit of opening prep with this QGD because I know Tanya had a game against Alice Lee in Olympia that went into a similar variation.
So you were not considering to play the Botvinnik variation or the Moscow. It depends what happens.
No, we didn't want something too crazy. Just a little bit crazy.
You got it. All right, so bishop e7, bishop d3, h3, queen c2. Maybe the question to team Czech to India. This line with h3, queen c2, long castle, this is something quite modern lately because as far as I know with my limited knowledge, typically the idea here for white is to play the short castle, rook b1 and b4, b5, but long castle is pretty modern stuff, is it not?
Yeah, it's an interesting idea, but I think in this particular position, they have this knight e4, which trades off a few pieces. Ideally, you want to keep as many minor pieces. So we wanted something fun, so we went for long castle. But I think knight e4 is the correct response, because if white gets one more move, then after bishop f4, it gets more fun for white maybe.
Right. Yeah, so it was a very tense game here after d5.
Yeah, here
d6.
actually, instead of d5, we had the option of g4. So we were debating whether g4 or d5 because both lead to different positions.
Are you now a bit regretting you went for d5, d6 and should have played g4 instead?
Maybe
Or
not. But
d5,
I think
d6 felt good?
d5 was fine. I think they played really well with b6 move. I think that was something I think it was very cool. I like ahead.
All right, so the first game is over, and now the question to the teams is, considering there's been a decisive result in the first game, so maybe I'm going to start with team Oh Yes My Queen. Is this going to alter your strategy for the second game? Because clearly before you're entering a match, you have some scenarios discussed. In case you win, you play like this. In case you draw, you play something else. Is this something you have discussed before the match?
Well, I think our overall strategy is to stay focused and play good moves. So in that respect, our strategy probably won't change too much.
All right. So now the question to Team Czech in India, are you going to try to play something sharper? Probably.
Yeah, if
Maybe
you get
we
the
have to just
opportunity.
play. Yeah.
I mean, for us, it's just one result that matters now, right? So we have to try and take as many chances as we get.
All right, so before we get into the game number 2, so the Halloween is approaching us, the viewers, and it's going to be here in a while. If you need a costume this Halloween, our Chess Piece costumes let you live the dream as a king. So whether you are the intimidating queen, a sneaky bishop, or just a pawn in someone else's game, we've got you covered, literally. Plus, if you're ordering within United States, use the code Halloween24 at checkout to unlock free shipping on orders over $70. Use exclamation mark merch in chat or visit Chess.com shop to get the party started. We'll be back with Team Chess Battle 2 right after the break.
It started with
Let's
white.
go. Tania, d4 it is. Let's go.
D4 it is. So d5, let's go knight f3 to just avoid all e5 stuff, okay?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's castle. Yeah, just castle quickly.
Okay.
Yeah, castle, queen c2, rook e8.
Knight
Do we have
c4.
that?
Knight c4. Excellent.
I don't think they're going to give up the queen. I think that's not something that people are comfortable doing.
Rook g2, queen h5.
But then we have. And right now, by the way, what about knight d4, Tanya?
Knight d4, bishop h3.
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
Almost checkmate. I'm sure there was something here that was checkmate, but I can't see it. So, it's made in 11. Yeah, I'm not saying that.
Okay, of course. Yeah, easy made in 11.
Yeah, no problem.
They played very well, huh?
Yeah.
You played amazing, Tanya. Don't worry.
What is going on with our merch? Oh my god, I cannot even look at that. All right. I need help from a higher power. We gotta figure this out. Mittens, I summon thee and all the spirits to send a sign and help me solve the age-old problem of chess merch. D4, D5. Knight F3, Knight F6. And bishop to F4. Oh wait, no. I wasn't supposed to do the London. Uh-oh. Oh, well that wasn't so bad. A Mittens doll, of course, Mittens merch. Great idea. Oh my god. This isn't Mittens. It looks like Chucky doll and Mittens had a baby. Well, apparently that didn't work. But I love the idea. Let me talk to the team. Oh, okay. This merch idea. I love this thing. Let's get out of here. What the Is that what I think it is? I just got rid of that thing. I'm gonna throw you right in the dumpster where you belong. If I could flush you down the toilet, I would. Alright, time for another show. Chessboard's all ready. Sweet. Oh, what the? I don't know who's been getting you out of the trash, but I'm putting you in the dumpster myself. That'll do it. sending you back where you came. We gotta get rid of this thing. We already have good merch on the way. E4, E5, knight F3, knight C6, bishop to B5, and go! Ah!
What is your chess personality? All right, let's see. How do you react when opponents talk trash? I started it. What's up, bro? Which is one puzzle rush mode you play for the rest of your life? 3 minute all day. We do it already. 51 is a high. Right. What would you play in this position? Take on 8-7 or palm move? Oh, yeah, that's a great gift. Bishop takes 8-7, 95, 25. In this position, which would you play first? Knight F3 or F4? Or F4 all day. That's, you know what that is. How much do you do more? Bullet, absolutely.
A little bit rapid these days.
It's Friday night. You lost on time. What do you do? No, we chill till 4 a.m., baby. I am a artist. Nice.
I'm a romantic.
We are back with the semi-final of Chess.com's Team Chess Battle. Here we have two amazing teams. Oh yes, my queen in the very first game with the black color were victorious over Czech the India team. And this essentially is a matchup to find out who will face the Spanish duo Ratatata team in the grand finale. But first we have game two to see. Now maybe the first question I'm going to have is to the team, oh yes, my queen, either Eric or Nemo. Are you going to play for a draw or be solid, see what happens? What's your strategy?
Honestly, I would say we're just trying to make the best moves, every single move. I don't think we're really thinking about that. Just trying to play good chess here.
So you're going to play a draw. I got it. No, question to Sagar, perhaps, because I was watching the broadcast yesterday, Sagar, and you revealed us that you are playing about 20 meters away from some super GMs, namely Argenary Gaisi and Pragananda. What about today? Are you getting any positive vibes or channeling some positive energy from some very strong grandmasters in close vicinity, yes, or no, it's not working today?
Right now in my room are sitting Vidit, Prag and Vaishali. And I think if I want to go back to them, I should play some good chess, so they will be, I can, talk to them later.
What about some faster
motivation.
Chess?
Sorry?
What about some faster chess?
What is faster chess?
I'm just saying you might need to place little. It's so hard. It's so hard to. Sorry, Sagar. I apologize. I take back. I was just trying. Never mind. It's okay.
Thank you. Trying to trash talk. Yeah. I mean, we need to play fast for sure. But you see, like Prague, Vidit, all of them come under time pressure. So we also learn a bit of not so great things from them.
Yeah, fair enough.
All right, I wish to all of you best of luck and an exciting game. So it's time for you to go to your rooms and prep for the game discussed strategy. In the meantime, I think we are going to check what is the prize fund of this tournament. In total, it's $10,000. The first place is going to walk away with $3,500. We already know one of the finalists. That is the Ratatatata team, this amazing Spanish duo. The second team, the second finalist, will be decided today. The third and the fourth place will walk away $1,250, and everybody else has $500 in their pockets. So quite a bit of amazing prize money to pick up. And I think it's also a good idea for us to select a team and hear what they're discussing about their opening strategy. So we're going to probably go with a team of Czech India because they need to fight back. They're going to be this time play with the black color. But all it takes is just one good game. And we'll see what's going to happen.
Yeah, start with e4. Let's see what they do. If they play e5, I'm thinking four.
Made their first move yet?
No.
Can they make their first move? They are losing time. Maybe they don't know the game has started, or maybe they are
I'm not
discussing.
sure what's going on.
If they don't know, can we start again?
Well, they have some connection issue because see the Nemo. Sure.
Yeah. तान्या शुरू होगा तब बताना.
हाँ, तुम क्या कर रहे हो?
नहीं मेरे को क्लिक करना पड़ता है फॉलो करके. Like every game has a unique URL, and then when the new game starts, I cannot see it there. So I have to follow you. Tanya.
आवाज आ रहा है?
Which one should I go to?
It hasn't started for me.
Yeah. Oh God.
Okay, started, Sagar.
Started?
E4, E5.
Oh,
are you following?
Wait.
Knight F3, Knight C6 खेल रही हूँ.
हाँ चलेगा. Oops.
Knight C3. इसमें क्या है?
Knight C3. Okay. Select the board.
Knight F6.
Should we play Knight F6, Tanya?
I think so.
Yeah, okay. I think they will play this Bishop B5 line, maybe. D4.
D4. Do you know this?
Little bit, but I know that it's very equalish, dry position.
Okay, I'm not familiar, so you have to tell me. Dry is fine. We can continue playing, like as long as there are pieces on the board.
ED.
ED मार देना. ED तो मारना ही होगा. Knight D4.
Sorry.
Knight D4.
Now Bishop B4.
Oh yeah, Knight C6 BC. This line you want, huh?
Yeah. Is there any way we can avoid it or no? I think. Let's think.
Let's think.
I think we
now.
can go for it. We can go for
yeah,
it.
let's
Bishop
go Bishop
B4.
B4. Knight C6, BC6.
BC, yeah. BC.
B, right?
Yeah, B for Bombay.
D5 खेलते हैं, ED CD बिशप E7 बिशप E6 वाली लाइन खेल सकते हैं ना? D5 खेलते हैं ना
वो कर
यहाँ पे?
सकते हैं, हाँ, नहीं तो कासल कर सकते हैं फर्स्ट, कासल कासल
हाँ,
D5, और कैसल कैसल rook E8 is also possible. That's also interesting line, rook
तो
E8. But
कैसल
yeah,
मेरे
I
को नहीं
mean,
पता, कैसल कर ले?
हाँ, castle.
If you know this line, then we'll go with it. Castle we'll play. So E5 is not a problem, and if castle, now we have an option to go D5 or rook E8.
Now there is one line rook E8, Tanya, which is more
Okay.
fighting in general. And there is D5, which is like,
Hmm.
which you said, like, you know, we can do this bishop E7, bishop E6 business. So I think we should
Yeah.
go for D5 because we can just feel the position more like without any theory.
Okay, let's go D5 then.
Yeah.
Bishop D2 they've played. This I was not expecting.
ये उनका prep रहेगा कुछ.
So do
And
we come
now I
back
think
bishop E7?
E5.
I mean, I don't know what's the line here. Is it because I want to really
No, I don't
avoid
know the
trade?
line. We generally they take ED CD here.
Yeah.
They have played like slightly differently here, which is with
I mean,
bishop
knight
D2.
D5 might be a threat, yeah, to trade off everything.
How? But knight D5, ED,
ED5.
D2, queen D2, CD. Correct. Could be a threat, right? Should we go bishop D6 or bishop E7? Because I think, Tanya, E5 we have knight D7. That might be not so bad, like that position.
Hmm.
I like bishop E7 in general. Let's get a fighting position. Let's do it. Yeah, awesome.
So if E5, I like knight D7. If E into D,
F4,
we
knight
take CD and then.
E5, knight D7, F4, knight C5. Correct?
Yeah, and then at least let's get some imbalance, yeah, where we can take their bishop for the knight. Like F5, we take. I don't know what that is, but we at least play something there. So if E into D, CD, we go bishop E6, C5 because they just want to trade pieces. Yeah, we can't allow that so easily. So if they start with F4, then we take on E4, isn't it?
Yes. Yes, I think so. Take on E4, knight E4. Or we can just play D4. Okay, F4 is a nice move, but maybe. But
No,
Tanya,
F4 we
F4.
take on E4 and we take. They can't go F4. Take on E4, Queen D4 check in the end was there.
Okay. So
So
here,
H3 we've gone.
H3.
Should we just continue with? Should we go one move Rook B8?
Rook B8, B3.
It's usually just a useful move.
Okay, let's do it. Rook B8, B3. And do you want to play bishop E6, Tanya? Or do you want to, like, bishop E6, E5, knight D7, F4? Then the threat is F5, correct?
Yeah. What do you think
But
about
we have
D4
F5.
C5? What do you think about D4 C5?
D4, C5, yeah, here.
Let's say B3.
B3, D4, knight E2, C5.
C5. Yeah, if E5,
Yeah,
we'll have
looks
knight
interesting.
D5. At least it looks
Yeah.
interesting, right?
Yeah, let's do it.
But C5, C3, we can keep the pressure with bishop B7. Should we go for it?
Yes.
So D4.
Yes. Nice. I think we got a
Knight
position where we can at least kind of play, right? There's no that dull, boring position.
I
Nothing.
agree. Yeah. And if knight E2, we go C5.
Yes. C5.
If E5, we have knight D5. And
Yes.
if anything else, we also have bishop B7. Also, some
Yes.
point we should keep in mind rook B6, some rook lift ideas.
Yes. And rook E8, bishop F8.
If
Rook E8 I like, so they are going for this, knight G3.
I think
So
rook
should we go
E8
rook
makes
E8?
sense, no? Yes.
Yeah, rook e8 makes a lot of sense. So if e5, knight d5, queen h5, we have g6 always, right?
Yes.
So I'm
Rook
going
e8.
rook
Let's go,
e8
Tania.
here. And we want to put our bishop on f8
Yes.
and say cemento. e5, knight d5, queen h5, g6. That looks fine. Queen h6, bishop f8. What do you think about what would you play with white here? So if you
F4
go
maybe.
f4, I think we anyways move back bishop f8 just to
Yes.
put pressure on e pawn so you don't get e5, f5 easily.
Yes.
And then maybe try to get bishop b7.
Yes. Do you like the position? Bishop f8. Let's go.
I think with the
Tanya?
math situation that we have right now, I mean,
Yeah.
it's a, it's at least a game we've got. I don't know,
Great.
maybe white is doing fine here, but I think it's
I love
fine.
it. I love the position.
We love the position
I
because
never,
see, once we
yeah, I never thought we could get such a fighting position from that line. So I'm happy.
so now there's bishop b7. I feel like that's
Mm.
the square, and if knight f5, we go g6.
Yeah. They want to get rook a
So knight
e1, I
f5,
think.
e4 is hanging. Yeah, so bishop b7, rook e1.
I was thinking,
And we
Tanya,
go
how about
g6.
rook
No, we can't go
starting with
g6.
rook b6?
You want to allow bishop a5.
हाँ थोड़ा खराब हो जाएगा. Bishop a5, rook e6 थोड़ा risky है. Because rook b6 advantage is we can get bishop b7, rook e6 maybe. Just a thought. Like because after bishop
Yeah, but
b7, rook a e1, what will we do? That is one question.
yeah, it's a valid question. Bishop b7, rook e1. I was thinking just go queen d7 and play that position, not allowing knight f5 for the time being.
Queen d7, huh?
Hmm.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it. I don't like rook b6 very
Yeah, it
artificial also.
feels like it's too loose. Like we might end up losing an exchange somewhere with bishop a5.
Right.
I mean, I don't know. Maybe
Now
not, but
now
it
some pins, yeah. We should think of bishop takes, knight takes e4, f5, something somewhere if it's
knight
feasible.
e4, bishop e4 is
Rook
always there, but yeah,
e4.
it has to be in our mind. I think queen d7 makes some sense.
Yeah, let's play queen d7 now. Think makes a lot of sense. उनके पास भी इतने moves नहीं है. They also don't
I
have too
think they
much
might,
to do.
Sagar, I think they'll decide to come back with the queen because they want to try to push something. See, if we go g6, they want to get f5, so we can't commit to g6 very easily.
G6, f5, bishop g7, Tanya.
Yeah, now that the queen is on d7, maybe it's a possibility because then, like, you can move the knight, right? Fg, hg, but then bishop g5, g6, for example, f5, g6, bishop g7, bishop g5.
And move the knight somewhere. I mean,
That's
queen
what we don't
d6
have place
maybe.
for
Queen
that.
d. Oh, we don't have queen
Queen
d6
d6,
because
fg
fg.
now. So we don't have g6 right now. So let's say they make a move like a4 or something. Like, what's our next move?
A4, a6 maybe. Just stopping bishop b5, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe rook a d8. We just wait in the center. No.
Yeah, maybe we bring our rook to d8.
Rook d8.
Let's see what they do. Because I really would love to get g6, bishop g7, but this f5 is a
Tanya,
bit
Tanya,
annoying.
Tanya.
Huh?
I have one idea.
Tell
A4
me.
something. A6. If they
Yeah.
do nothing, can we try for h5? Knight h5. Knight e4.
Bishop e4?
Bishop e4. Rook e4.
Rook e4,
Rook e4, f5.
queen g3.
Ooh, queen g3, epic move.
Also knight f6, queen g3. Yeah, I mean, this is a very nice idea, but which is has to be in our mind, but we have to execute it like at the right time if we
Yeah,
get the chance.
yeah, yeah.
I feel our ideal setup, right? If we can get everything we want, it'd be like g6, bg7, rook e7, rook e8.
Right. They can also think of e5, knight d5, knight e4, right? They can also say, ah, तुम्हारे भी weakness है.
अभी तो queen hanging है. Okay,
Ooh,
knight
knight h5.
h5. So again, knight e4 doesn't work because of those tricks. So we can take and go g6. I mean, I think we have to take, right, Sagar?
Yeah, I think so. Because if knight e4 doesn't work, then we have to
Yeah, it
take.
doesn't.
Yeah, we have
Yeah.
to take.
And g6 we should go.
Yes. G6, useful. And Tanya, somewhere we could also think of giving a pawn sack c4, like c4, bc, c5, like just a thought, if needed.
I mean, we might have to know if it comes to that where we are trying to get something. C4
Yes.
is okay, so queen g4. They
Queen
want to
g4,
trade. I don't think we should trade.
g.
We could trade, go
Tanya.
f6.
Ah,
Huh?
okay, okay.
Yeah, say. I mean, I was thinking we trade, go f6, but I don't know if that'll ever be enough and then try and double.
Yeah, it seems interesting because the thing is, even take g5
But
pawn
Sagar, I don't.
sacrifice might also.
But it won't be.
Because,
I feel like an end game, we try to grind. I mean, it doesn't make with the math situation. We have to maybe
but
play a bit
I
more.
like this idea of this, Tanya.
What?
F6, like take f6, because then g4 becomes a small weakness. I like it
Should we go
actually.
for
I think
it?
we will play for two results there. Let's go.
But f6, g5,
G5 fg.
fg.
Yeah, that's terrible structure, right? We have
Bishop
bishop g. I
c4, rook
mean,
f7 is coming, right?
क्या?
Bishop c4, rook f7 आ रहा है.
Even just rook e7, I guess. Will be fine.
Okay, should we go for it and try and
Yeah,
play a long
yeah,
game?
yeah.
I mean, our alternative is to keep pieces, but anyway, f5, f6 is coming, no?
Yeah,
Okay.
it doesn't
I'm
look
going for
natural.
it.
This is, I think they have gone for a, yeah, take it. And they have not gone for the best
And we
idea,
have to
like
play
f6 now.
f6, right?
I like f6 a lot. It's a great move because now we're kind of controlling their pawns and we
So if
have like good
e5, how are we controlling the pawn after e5?
e5, fe.
fe. Where is the control? Okay,
Just
should we go
see.
bishop g7 and stop e5 right now?
Wait a
Or go
second.
rook e7? Because e5, I really am not sure if I want to allow e5.
They want to put their king on g. How about putting bishop on d6, Tanya, instead of g7? Because then there is no e5, and then we
Mm-hmm.
have like everything
Queen
nicely.
g7
Bishop is putting
also.
pressure. Yeah, I like this. Bishop d6, rook e7, rook e8.
Only thing is we shouldn't fall for any e5 there. So bishop d6, e5 is not possible. Should we go for it? Or bishop
Yes,
g7? Two moves.
bishop d6 looks good to me.
And we want to get rook e7, rook e8 next. What if they go rook e2?
Rook e2, rook e7. Rook e1,
Rook
rook e8.
e1, bishop
Bishop d5,
b5.
e4 is hanging.
He's not hanging now because e8 is hanging. Maybe we can go
Ah,
rook f.
Rook e2. Okay. Actually hanging, no, Tanya? No. Rook e2, rook e2, bishop e6. No. Okay.
No, we can
Rook
go
e7
c6
कर
in
रहे हैं?
that position. Rook
Sorry?
e7, they'll go rook e1. What's our next move? e5 is trapping the bishop, now.
Yes. Rook e8, bishop b5. And now we need to
c6,
think if
bishop
there are
c4.
any type.
What about bishop
Yes,
c8 now? Where will you put the king? f3.
Tanya, how about? Okay, c4, bishop c4. Mm, rook e7, rook e1.
I feel we have to one more play king g7 at some point, but now this rook e1 is coming with e5 and our bishop is not
Actually,
ideal.
I kind of think, Tanya, we can do like rook e7, rook e1, rook e8, bishop b5, rook f8. So that there is no
King
e5 for
Mataya,
the time being.
king,
Huh?
king, let's say somewhere, king
Where?
g1.
King g1. Then maybe we can also try. Tanya, this is not a bad idea. Like, think about it. Rook e7,
Okay,
rook e1,
okay,
rook
rook
e8,
e1.
bishop b5, c6, bishop
Okay,
c4
bishop
check, king
c4.
g7. And now they
Okay,
cannot play e5 easily. Next move we can try
no.
for bishop c8 and get the bishop from there.
Okay, let's try it because anyways, now that we've gone for this setup, we have to do this because they're getting rook e1, e5 regardless, right?
Yeah, no, I think rook e1, e5 is not that dangerous, right? Take rook e8, I think. Bishop b5, bishop
c6, bishop c4, king g7.
king g7, and then
Our
bishop
bishop
c8
is
पे
not.
लाके then we put pressure there. Then Tanya, we have an idea h6, idea g5. Very nice.
I mean,
Slowly खेलेंगे. Give up नहीं करेंगे.
okay,
Full like Magnus Carlsen. Channel
ठीक
the
है,
spirit of Magnus Carlsen.
ठीक है. I mean, anyway, now we have to like go for this and just try to push in this end game. So
I think
if
we have fair chances.
yeah,
I like our
so
position so much because I like this plan h6 g5 a lot, you know.
you want to create dark
And
square weaknesses, no? So
c6,
c6 तो खेलना
c6,
होगा.
c6.
Bishop c4, king g7 will go.
Yes.
E5 we can
If
take.
they
Yeah,
put
they're not
bishop on
getting
a4,
e5 easily, right?
bishop on a4, it feels wrong, right? Bishop a4 pe. It
No, no,
doesn't look
I think
great.
they have to come back. Bishop a4, so
King
king
g7.
g7.
Let's go. Let's go.
And now we want to get h6 g5 is one plan.
Yes. Yes.
King
King f3.
f3.
Okay, interesting.
So e5 is still not a threat. Should we go for our idea?
Bishop c8 or h6? What do you want first? I was thinking, Tanya, we have also bishop c8,
Bishop
idea
c8,
h5,
h5, yeah, is also
g8,
there.
g8, and then let's
And
play
then
bishop
bishop
c8
b4.
for now.
But the problem is after h5, we only improve their structure. We don't want that, I think.
Yes, yes. But we can go bishop c8 and wait for now.
But why don't we commit h6 and have g5 when we need it? Like,
We can. We can. Just that our bishop on b7 is doing nothing. Let's improve it. They cannot do f5, they cannot do e5, they cannot do
f5 is
g5.
not.
They can't do
Okay,
anything.
fine. Fine, let's start with this.
G3. Okay.
So h5, I really don't. I want to keep that as a threat, but I don't think we can commit to that. I think they just want to sit on this. Yeah. Oh, they want to go rook h2, rook h1. Maybe we have to go. Hmm. What if we go h6, rook h2? I think h6 खेलना होगा, but yeah, h5, gh, rook h, king
No,
f2.
they will do H5,
Actually,
G8, GH,
Sagar, one
F5.
second. Yeah. They'll play, but f5, then we can. Uh-huh.
Somehow our bishop will get locked in.
Can't we get our rook on the g file then? Not easy, huh?
Tanya, maybe we should think about this idea, no? Like let's say H6, okay?
Rook
H6,
h2, let's say.
rook H2, G5, rook H1. We can't go rook H8 because of FG bishop takes G5.
Okay, so they want to go rook h2, rook h1 any which way. So h5 takes, f5 is not looking great. Okay, what if we trade a pair of bishop with bishop e6?
No. Feels wrong.
Because mm-hmm. What about what? Should we just what should we do here? How can we even create something? I feel we have to get g5 Saga somewhere. Even after g5, I don't see the
Maybe
progress,
bishop
but at least
e6, your idea, Tanya, is not so bad, yeah? Maybe we have to go bishop e6, take, and then try for like c4 plan on the other
but
side.
bishop
What
e6,
do you think?
bishop e6, rook e6, rook h2.
Uh, Rook e7, piche. Then slowly like king g8, and we play that. What do you think?
I feel like it's getting closer towards just nothing.
Yeah, also king e2, king d3. But with that bishop there on c4, we are little bit of issues, no, we are facing.
Okay, then we go for
h5.
it. And
Yeah, let's go
I
bishop
don't.
e6. What to do?
Okay, now we can put our bishop on g8 and at least defend this and try and get c4 at some point.
Yes, I like it.
I'm coming back to g8.
Yes.
Huh?
Yes.
So they want to go rook h2. We don't care about rook h2 stuff anymore, I think. Now the big
Yes.
question is that can we get c4 at some point?
Yes.
But for that, first we'll have to make one move bishop c7
Also, Tanya,
or not.
f5 should be considered, yeah, at some positions, because then there is some pin, and if he pushes e5, bishop d5 check, ऐसे कुछ अगर by chance. Rook h2.
Should we go bishop c7 and try to get a5, a4? And if they go a4, then that becomes a target.
Also, can we just play rook b? Yeah, bishop c7 looks good. Yeah, I think. या फिर हाँ चलेगा. Thinking if we can also now a5. If they play a4, rook b8 with the idea of c4.
Yeah, that's what I want to try to get. And now our bishop. So they'll go rook h1 and try to trade with bishop c4.
possible. But then, Tanya, we can just take pawn takes king g8. H7 is
No,
defended.
then rook h7 will be a check, no?
Or we can start with king f8.
So king f2, they are just waiting. Should we go
Rook b8,
a5?
a5, a5. Pele
Okay.
a5.
No,
Pele
I
a5.
think rook
Hello.
b8 pehle. Let's set it up so a5 will come next. Okay?
Done, 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 done. खेल
Not
जल्दी खेल.
missing any. Huh. So if rook h1,
कुछ नहीं
a5.
टेंशन. a5.
अरे मूव तो बताओ टेंशन नहीं है वो ठीक है
मतलब वही rook h1 bishop c4 को we have king f8, so there is no way they are breaking in.
but we have to and our main thing is to try to get c4 at the right time, yeah.
Yes. c4 bc. Tanya, try to switch on your calculation mode. Don't be in this sad thing like let's go. Come on. You are amazing at
Calculation mode तभी
calculation.
तो मैं
a5.
rook h1 पर position में कुछ होना तो चाहिए. So
a5. Come on,
a5.
come on, come on. Yes. Switch on. कुछ तो होगा. Tactic आएगा देख. तुझे दिखेगा.
They'll go a4 now. So a4, what are we playing? King f8.
हाँ, king f8.
Bishop
King f8.
c4.
Bishop c4 मार देंगे. Rook b2 आएंगे. चलो. King g8 आके. Sorry. King g8 आके. या मारेंगे ही नहीं. Direct कुछ करेंगे. मतलब this is fine. Now, Tanya, threat is we should think of c4 at the right time. ठीक है?
Yeah, but I don't think right time is now because c4, bishop c4.
Yeah. Bishop c4, bc4, and then king g8. And then our threat is rook b2.
And also, okay. Yeah, and oh,
I mean, we need to
yeah.
try something, right? We are in a must win. So
I
we
mean,
need
our
to
only
try
thing is to go c4. That's the plan.
Yes, c4 is our plan.
But
And
it
if
has
there's
to be
any
a
other plan, if you can see, like for example, f5 plan somewhere, g5, let's just keep an eye out for that.
No, if white goes f5, we go
And
g5.
also,
for sure.
Tanya, bishop takes b3, cb3, rook b3, also somewhere, just by chance, if it works.
But just king e2?
Okay. Rook e1.
Okay.
Okay.
So they've come back. Now
think
what about c4?
Let's go c4
Yeah, why
right
not?
now. Yeah.
D into c, bishop c4, bc4, rook b2. Should we go for
Huh.
it?
Yeah, let's go. Let's go. This is our moment. And now, if b takes c4,
Rook
we
b2.
can play rook b2.
Rook b2, or we can also start with c5.
c5.
But
क्या
I
है?
prefer rook
Maybe,
b2. I prefer rook
yeah,
b2.
if we
Rook
don't
a2.
need to play c5, we can wait. Yeah.
So rook b2, right? We have to go
Yeah,
in.
rook b2. Rook b2.
But they'll go rook h1.
कुछ भी threat नहीं है.
अरे पर हमने
Rook
pawn
a2.
दिया है हमें threat बनाना है वो rook b1 आ रहे हैं
Rook
ना
a2.
wait bishop c4 is a threat right now, right?
Bishop c4, rook c2. Is it working?
Yeah, it looks like a threat because it's a threat.
Oh
But
man,
they can-
Tanya, देखा तेरा
No, but-
beast mode, switching it on. Come on.
So no यार rook h1 bishop c4 rook b1.
Rook h1, bishop c4, rook b1. क्या?
Yeah,
नहीं, क्या बोल रहे हो? Sorry.
rook h1 bishop c4
हाँ.
rook b1.
हाँ. Rook takes b1.
Rook into rook.
अच्छा वो वाला
They get the
h1. Okay, got it. नहीं वो अभी के लिए फिलहाल rook h1 is a very tough move to play. हाँ. कुछ तो और करेंगे.
No, I think that is the rook a1 bishop c4.
Oh, missed it.
Isn't that
Missed it.
bishop- Are we missing something? Bishop c4
नहीं हाँ
bishop c.
शायद rook a2. I think it works, Tanya. It works. Wait.
I don't
Bishop c4,
see.
rook c2. d2 c4 both are hanging.
Yeah.
चल रहा है भाई,
And
मार दे.
if they go, I mean,
Oh,
it looks
they
like
can go bishop c1, Tanya. Bishop c4,
then
bishop
rook
c1.
a2 at least. Rook a2. That's what I'm saying.
Okay. ठीक है,
I
खेलते हैं
mean,
ना.
sure. I don't see.
हाँ
I
हाँ.
think we go for it, Sagar.
Let's go. मार.
Mara.
Let's go.
Sagar.
Hmm.
Bishop c4, rook
Oh,
c2, king e2.
bishop c1,
Rook-
rook a2, bishop a2, bishop a3 we missed. Oh shit.
Oh, damn.
Shit.
Now what? Might be too late for now. What? No. What about rook into pawn, bishop into rook d3? No, nothing. Rook a2, bishop a2, bishop a3. It's just gone. Rook b4, bishop a3.
Bishop c1. अरे यार मेरा गलती. Sorry यार. मैंने bishop c1 के बाद calculate नहीं किया.
नहीं गलती तो मेरा भी है. Damn. Yeah, I missed this. Yeah. Ab
No, I think it's a very difficult position. But is there anything that we have, Tanya? Bishop
only
d3,
rook
bishop.
b4 we have. Rook b4 and
Rook
we give
b4,
up.
bishop a3.
Yeah, and we go
Yeah,
bishop
let's
in.
play rook b4, right? That's the only move. Let's go. Let's try.
But bishop a3, what's the next move? एक move करके next move क्या
Bishop
Sagar?
d3. Bishop d3.
Bishop
c4.
b4. We can't even take on e4. So bishop d3, bishop b4, a b4, c d3, a5, c5, bishop. Maybe we go bishop
Yes.
b6, bishop a7. I don't see anything else.
No, we have to take, I think, bishop d3 or kya? Or can we go? Yeah.
Can we go what? Did you see another option?
No, I was thinking bishop piche lene ko, bishop e6 or something. Yeah, ab.
So takes, and now can we try to push something? So I think we put our bishop on a5, but then there's rook c2, but we have b3 there. Maybe we go bishop a5. Because I feel if we allow a5, फिर क्या ही खेलेंगे?
Correct. Bishop a5.
So trying to get b3, but
b3, rook c6, bishop c3.
also ये game
थोड़ा
मतलब बचा
थोड़ा
भी
हो.
लेंगे तो हमें तो जीतना है.
ठीक है, ट्राई करते हैं. Some
ठीक है.
hope. Rook b1.
वो so c5, rook c7 वो भी रोका इन्होंने आइडिया. c5
c5 खेलते हैं. c5 तानिया साइड या c4.
king
King
f3.
f3 खेलेंगे वो. King f3 is a very nice move because c4 को dc.
चलो rook c7 आके king तो लाए.
I was thinking rook. ठीक है.
Now let's
King
get our
लाते हैं.
king.
Correct.
So king d6. How are we even trying to break? I'm not sure yet. Because they can just put their rook on b3, rook on c4, and just play on light squares. Okay, maybe we go bishop b6, rook a7 then, you know. Being very
Oh, Tania, what a
optimistic here.
positional long-term sacrifice.
ये थोड़ा ज़्यादा हो गया.
We needed to win. We needed to give up. We saw everything. This is what we wanted to play.
Yes, this is the plan. This was our winning plan the whole time. Okay, we take. So king e6, king e4.
King e6,
What's
king
the
e4,
plan?
bishop E6, idea rook d7, rook d5, but they might come in very quickly. Rook f1. So.
Should we go bishop b6 and rook a7?
Yeah.
Okay, it's like kamikaze mode now.
Yes. King d5, rook a2 खेलेगा.
मार देंगे a4 और क्या, पर वो allow ही
rook
नहीं
a2,
करेंगे उतना.
rook
they'll play
a2,
rook a2.
rook a2, king
Then
e6, rook f1. Eee.
yeah,
Bishop
then
d,
b3.
Tania.
No, bishop d8.
थोड़ा
Rook,
थोड़ा
yeah.
करेंगे उधर steady. Let's see. कुछ hope, some hope. a5 they might push there. Everything's a little bit overloaded for king d5. मारे?
मारना ही होगा और क्या.
Let's go.
King c6, bishop कहाँ पे
King
आएंगे?
e6, bishop
a7.
a7.
ठीक है, फिर rook a3 आके d3 भी मार लेंगे, फिर एक pawn तो queen हो ही जाएगा.
And what about e6 now with the idea of rook f1, rook f7, rook h2?
Oh, there's
Okay.
this also, this side we forgot about.
He's going to checkmate us.
So rook a3, rook into pawn, and king f8. Yeah, rook a3, rook into pawn, king f8,
Yeah.
and
Rook
I didn't
f1
see
check.
anything else.
Mate हो जाएगा उधर.
Mate ही हो जाएगा, पर अभी अब और क्या कर सकते हैं? 8-7 तो hanging है.
और कुछ. Something else do we have?
rook h7 तो
Yeah,
आ
I
ही रहा है
don't
ना, हम
think
जो
we
भी
have
करें.
much. Yeah, I don't think we have
पर mate
much.
ही हो रहा है हमारे ऊपर फिर.
It's a great move. Yeah, rook.
Unless we go king.
Yeah, rook a3. So we can't do much actually, Tanya. H pawn मर ही रहा है. Yeah, rook a3.
But rook h7 के बाद mate ही है. King f8.
King e8 या king f8?
King e8, king e6.
King f8, rook f1, king g8. And then
फिर rook हटाया b7. I think this is over only, Sagar.
Yeah, it's over. Yeah, correct.
I don't see.
King g8.
Rook b7 also they can go, right?
Yes, rook b7 is strong.
अब उनके ही moves दिख रहे हैं.
Yeah, I
ठीक
think
है.
we can
I
resign.
think, yeah.
Well played, Tanya. It was great. Don't
आज इतना great नहीं हुआ, but okay. Actually वो first game ना white से हारे ना हम. इसमें तो chance ही नहीं मिला. Maybe queens रखने थे, but difficult decision.
It's not like it was +1 always.
What was
What about
bad? Yeah, it was not.
That this amazing match is over because, oh yes, my queen wins also the second game of the semi-final match to seal the deal and their spot in the final. So congratulations to oh yes, my queen. Your first impressions right after the match.
I think we played really well. I think Eric picked an awesome opening for us to go into. I would have personally liked to play the Spanish. It's my signature, but I think the opening choice was honestly great. And he mentioned that Tania had a little shocked expression on her face, so I'm gonna say that it worked.
So that was Eric's idea to play the 4 knights, right? I
Yes.
really liked it for the match situation since you only need a draw.
Yeah, it was a last minute decision, but it crossed my mind last night. Like, if we win the first game, then try and just do something super solid. And it's kind of hard for Black to play for a dynamic position in this line. So maybe Sicilian or something else would have been a more combative option.
Maybe the question to check the India teams, obviously, it's unfortunate for you, you lost 2-0 and now you're relegated. But what went wrong in the second game, which you felt was the critical moment? Because the opening, okay, doesn't really promise a lot of exciting moments, but what was the moment where you felt you did it wrong?
I mean, looking
think-
back, I think. Yeah, go on, Sagar.
Yeah, go on, Tanya. Go on.
No, I was just gonna say that losing the first game, then with Black we have to try to do something. And opening wise, I think we kind of decided to go with e5 before the match had started, and we hadn't really checked any Sicilian for a long time, both of us. So we went with it, and I thought that we'll probably get a Spanish. So which at least then also gives a long game. So I think that was a really smart choice by them. And then we tried to do something, but it's hard to crack in this position and try and get some dynamic play. And it just felt like the more we were trying, it was getting maybe just slightly worse. So we thought we'll go into an end game, but they kept everything so solid. So it was just very tough. But if you ask what went wrong, I think it was more in game 1 than in game 2, because it's already very difficult to try to play for a win with Black in this line.
Sagar, do you agree with that?
Yes, I actually till a long time we felt like, okay, we have some chances, especially because of the match situation where they needed a draw. So sometimes it can result in playing some, like, you can make some mistakes, and so we never really lost our hope till the end. But then when we took on c4, bishop c1, we just missed this idea of bishop a3 at the end of the line. And I think from that point onwards, we gave up. But now that I check with the engine, it still shows like a big advantage for white after rook b2, rook a1, which during the game, I didn't feel it. I thought like we have our chances still. And yeah, but I think they played so well, both of them.
Yeah.
I have to check like how they were playing, but I mean, kudos, Eric and Nemo. You guys played so well, like really amazing.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. You guys did too. I think the first game was definitely like kind of the deciding game, and we've all been in spots where we were playing for a win with Black, and it has not been fun. So, yeah.
So Eric and Nemo, so the match did end 2-0 as Lever Rosman yesterday predicted, but not quite the direction he was expecting. Your comment on that?
Yeah, sometimes
Hello,
Levy
Eric.
isn't always right, but yeah, well, I don't want to criticize him too much. He's a good friend of mine, and I respect his ability to try and predict, and sometimes people get it wrong.
All right. Indeed, quite unexpected. You've showed quite an amazing quality of chess so far. I was very impressed. I'm very happy to see you in the finals. Before we move on to the bracket, what are your expectations from the final? You are facing the Spanish duo Ratatatata team. Are you going to do some specific prep, or still just play your best chess and see what happens?
Well, in
Maybe
preparation for all of these matches, I've enjoyed watching our opponents' previous matches and hearing how they work together and commentate. But it's going to be hard to do that watching the Spanish team, because I don't really know too much Spanish. So I'll have to figure out how to like auto translate with subtitles and maybe see their team chemistry. But I know they have a ton of chemistry together, so it should be a tough match.
Nemo, what are your thoughts? Are you going to do some specific prep for the final?
Honestly, I gotta say, Eric has been doing amazing prep for us. So shout out to Eric. He's great. I'm honestly open to anything, and I think the Spanish team is going to be really strong. And really, I'm just like having fun. These are really fun team matches.
All right, and now let's check the bracket of the Team Chess Battle, the second season of this tournament. And here we are. We already know the two finalists, and they are the team Ratatatata, Pepe Cuenca and David Martinez. Well-known Spanish content creators. They're going to face today's winners, Eric Rosen and Nemo Jo, in a very exciting match. In the meantime, we have two teams relegated in the semifinals. Those are Pia Cramling and Anna Cramling, mother-daughter duo. And today we saw also Team Czech India with Sagar Shah and Tania Sachdev. You gave your best. Unfortunately, today it was just not meant to be. maybe final words from Team Czech India about the event and future
I
plans?
want to end this with a big thank you to Tania, because if it was not for her, I would have never played this. She made me. She entered our name. She said we have to work hard. She said like we have to fight. So thank you, Tania, for choosing me as a teammate, and I had a lot of fun.
I don't think I would have done this with anyone but Sagar. And I'm really glad that, we had fun playing. We don't play online so much. So this was an amazing experience. And today, clearly, Nemo and Eric were the better team and they won, and wish them all the best for the finals. And now you guys better win that so we don't feel so bad about this loss. It was a lot of fun. And we hope to be back next time as well.
Yes.
All
By
right.
the way, Vidit and Prag, Vaishali, all are here. Just you can say hi.
Can you actually
in the
prove they
camera.
are? They are there. I mean, you're saying they are, but we haven't seen them. Can they prove? Oh, there they are.
Hello.
Great match, guys. Good job. Well done.
Sorry, guys. Sorry to let
Unfortunately-
you down. But
Unfortunately, this time the Super GM vibes were not channeling properly. Yeah.
Oh, not bad. Very good.
No.
What happened in WR, by the way? Who won?
it's gone into the Armageddon.
Ooh. Nice.
All right, thank you, guys. It was an amazing evening. So the semifinals of the Team Chess Battle is officially over, and tomorrow we will have the finals. So Casa Curley will be the host of the event, and the viewers, thank you for watching this event. It was my pleasure to be the host of this fascinating thing. And also thanks to Nemo and Eric, and of course also Sagar with Tania for being amazing and exciting players. I'm saying goodbye to all of you. Enjoy the finals tomorrow and have a great evening. Take care.
Thank you.
Thank you.
It started. We're
Let's
white.
go.
I'm
Tania,
going
D4. It is. Let's go.
D4 it is. So D5, let's go knight F3 to just avoid all E4, E5 stuff, okay? What else
Knight
do we
C4.
have there?
Knight C4. Excellent move.
Wait, knight F5 is not possible right now. Can we go rook G?
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
Almost checkmate. I'm sure there was something here that was checkmate, but I can't see it. So, it's made in 11.
Knight F3. Yeah, I know we prepared other stuff, but play. Assuming they play Knight C6, I'd say start with Knight C3.
Okay.
Yep.
I see Tanya's expression. I can't hear her, but they.
She must have expected the Spanish. She must have.
Okay, let's try it. Because anyways, now that we've gone for this setup, we have to do this because they're getting rook E1, E5 regardless, right?
We have an idea H6, idea G5. Very nice. Oh, Tania, what a positional long-term sacrifice.
Straightforward.
Oh, okay.
Or just
No
jab.
E6, E7 needed.
Okay, great game. I think.
High five.
Super well
Oh my
controlled.
gosh.
Virtual high five.
Yeah, virtual high five. Wow, that was crazy.
The openings worked out quite nicely for us today. So.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well played, Tania. It was great.
आज इतना great नहीं हुआ, but okay.